Hey there guys, what's happening and welcome back to our channel. As the film nears the conclusion of its second weekend in theaters, Spider-Man No Way Home is surpassing expectations on about every level conceivable. The threequel became one of the fastest films to achieve $1 billion at the global box office. In this video, we'll have a look into Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man No Way Home script requests. Number 5. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man No Way Home script request revealed. The promotional tour for No Way Home was mainly centered on the film's usage of the multiverse, especially when additional antagonists were revealed through whispers and official reports. With Alfred Molina explicitly explaining his comeback as Dr. Octopus and other performers such as Willem Dafoe and Jamie Foxx foreshadowing their appearances, this film became an MCU event unlike any other. Even as sources teased their participation and Garfield dismissed any possibility of their returning, the movie's most prominent mystery was McGuire and Garfield's comebacks. Not only did they feature in the film, but they also had their ideas on how to bring the greatest versions of their heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, screenwriters for Spider-Man No Way Home, spoke with The Hollywood Reporter about the process of creating MCU's next theatrical release. They also mentioned how fun it was to work with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to integrate their Spider-Man identities into the MCU. Summers stated that both actors had a lot of say in where their Spider-Man went after their solo films, which helped the writing team bring them back properly. Number 4. Maguire's insight on his Spider-Man in the MCU. Tobey Maguire notably played Peter Parker Spider-Man in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy from 2002 to 2007. Still, he was mute when he returned as the web slinger in Marvel Studios' Spider-Man trequel. Maguire seems eager to take on the issue of figuring out where his character had been in-universe for nearly 2 decades this time around, even though his character was not de-aging this time. Even though Maguire and Garfield's comebacks were pivotal moments in No Way Home, it was still a challenge to make their cameos have the correct effect without detracting from Tom Holland's tale, despite the hoopla around this team-up. Getting the perfect amount of fan service in the mix to ensure all 3 heroes received their golden shine was part of what made it so challenging. Finally, the original Spider-Man got the opportunity to share just enough of the tale that fans experienced in his trilogy to help Holland become the greatest Spider-Man he could be. Maguire's hero's journey left an impression on the MCU's Peter Parker, reassuring him that he was doing the right thing by mentioning Uncle Ben's death while reflecting on his connection with Mary Jane. Maguire's mastery of his Spider-Man and what makes others around him tick is demonstrated by presenting his own opinions on including it in his comeback. As No Way Home's theatrical run progresses, fans will be anticipating more stories like this one, which demonstrates how involved the film's actors and crew were in producing such a powerful story. Number 3. Tobey Maguire. Tobias Vincent Maguire is an actor and film producer from the United States. He's most recognized for playing the title character in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, continuing his role in the sequel Spider-Man No Way Home. Maguire appeared in the 2002 film Spider-Man, based on the iconic Marvel Comics superhero. The film was a huge hit, and because of that, Maguire became a celebrity. He returned to the role in the sequel Spider-Man 2 2004 and Spider-Man 3 2007, as well as providing the voice of Spider-Man in the film's video game adaptations. All 3 films went on to be among the year's highest-grossing films. His portrayal of Spider-Man received a lot of positive feedback. Number 2. Tobey Maguire early life. Maguire dreamt of becoming a chef as a youngster, and as a 6th grader, he wanted to enroll in a home economics program. Instead, his mother gave him $100 to take a theater class, which he accepted. However, Maguire's emotional well-being began to suffer due to his school's nomadic character. After another relocation during his freshman year, he dropped out of high school and never returned. Instead, he sought a career as an actor. He earned his general education development by the year 2000. Number 1. Maguire, the secret shaper of No Way Home. McGuire and Garfield had privately signed on to the movie by December 2020, but had yet to get any script pages. So the stakes were high as the production raced toward recording the actors' pivotal third act movements, which saw them pair up with Tom Holland's Peter Parker, who mistakenly prompted Doctor Strange Benedict Cumberbatch to rip a hole in the multiverse, allowing both villains and Spider-Man to flood in. The couple, like the villains, are pulled into the MCU after Doctor Strange's spell goes awry, causing everyone in the multiverse who knows Peter Parker as Spider-Man to be dragged into this one realm. It's also worth noting that McGuire's Parker appears to recover quickly from a stab wound, so we can presume he's safely back home with Mary Jane, and perhaps Garfield has returned home with a newfound trust in humanity. With Tobey Maguire's return, the three Spider Brainiacs soon figure out how to assist the four remaining evildoers, and they use the newly protected Statue of Liberty to save the world. How much did you bet on Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being in Spider-Man No Way Home even before its release? And that about wraps up another great video which we know you guys enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel with the notifications turned on so you can stay up to date with our latest videos going forward. We'll see you guys soon. Until then, take care and goodbye.